was dating Zev Abrams when she lived in South Africa, and she's now married to the ophthalmologist that did my cataracts, Zuckerman, Moshe Zuckerman. His wife is an Ackerman. She was Jimmy's second cousin, and they're still in touch by email.
They live here?
Yeah, they live here. Yeah, she does. Yeah, but she and Zev dated each other on the beaches of South Africa when they grew up.
How come your teeth are not crooked in the bottom?
I don't know. They were spaced.
They were spaced?
I never had orthodontics.
You never had orthodontics?
No. I had, I
You had
had
for
the
one day.
spacing. No, I had spacing as a child, and then I had a holly, like a holly with a arch, with the arch that was squeezed from time to time, and 5 years I had it, and that's it. And now, after a while, I think spacing a little bit open, because from when going to the army, I have a picture that I had a diastema a little bit. And then it closed, I guess. And now I have crowding in the upper,
Yep.
Yes, this came inside and this came outside a little bit.
That's the
I
history.
had also twice orthodontics in my life.
And yes,
As a
I
child,
had
of course,
he also made me, because I
brackets,
had here a space between the two lower incisors. I didn't mind about it, but when I came to orthodontics, I said, why should you have it? So he put me brackets on Thursday in the army, and then on Sunday I came here, I took them off. It is so painful. Unbelievable.
Don't come. I have to cut this part in the
And then Baz Tzur in the army, he said, you know what? I'll feel it, yes. I widen your teeth. I said, okay. In 20 minutes, and I have it filled, and that's it.
Since then?
Yes,
Since
once it broke a little bit, and it was when I was here studying, and Ora Gross, she repaired it, and that's it.
Is your mentor still functioning?
No.
Eugene Roberts.
Eugene came, yes.
No,
He invited me to give a lecture, and that's one thing that I'm going to mention there is about your lecture, your interview here, and to give a lecture in Indiana.
He and I were part of a three-way debate years ago. He and Fields from North Carolina and myself.
Martin Fields, what's his name?
No, Howard or Harry Fields, whatever it is.
Harry Fields. Yeah.
Were a three-way debate at the University of Buffalo, sponsored by Norman Mole, and the subject was combining pedo-ortho.
Yeah.
And I was taking the stands of no. And Eugene had inherited a combined program at Indiana. Indiana, is that where he is? And I don't remember.
So now he invited me to give a 1-hour lecture about orthodontics, and part of it will be there in the memory of Charlie Burstone that passed away in February.
Yeah.
So it will be the first seminar that they are developing there. And he called me and he says, he wrote me an email. He says, would you like to come?
Do you know the story of how he almost drowned?
Who, Charlie?
Eugene Roberts.
Eugene Roberts, no.
We were on a trip, an Angle Society trip, and we were off the coast of the Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands, okay.
And it was a terrible storm. The whole Florida was hit. It was freezing I remember they iced down the airplane. They had to de-ice the airplane. It was terrible. When we get to Florida, it's already still stormy. We get to the Cayman Islands, it was the tail end of the storm. The seas were still rough. And they take us out on a boat to look for the fish at the bottom. Mm-hmm. And my two classmates and myself, I was a little bit younger, said, who needs life jackets? We don't need life jackets. And they were too loose. They didn't insist on it. I almost drowned. I have a strong classmate who was, a long story, in the Hitler Youth Movement. Another story. But he grabbed me and he held on to me until the waves settled down. Eugene Roberts swallowed some water. And they had a signal that if you were in trouble, hold up your hand. By the time he held up his hand, he already had to be hospitalized.
Wow.
And they kept him over for about 2 days.
What year was this?
In the 80s or 90s. Yeah. I know about his wine. He loves wine. He has a winery in South Africa.
New Zealand.
Not
South Africa.
Not South Africa?
No, New Zealand. He just came back from New Zealand. We are in touch. He just came back from New Zealand. I'm going to the convention in San Francisco, but we won't meet because he's coming before to San Francisco, and I think his wife got some kind of Alzheimer or some. So he has to be there. He has to go back to Indiana. But I'll meet him in October.
Well, we don't know each other personally, but I know of him. And
he's very talented, and he's a very, very good man. I mean,
was he a graduate from Indiana? I don't remember.
He was graduate from what's his name? Burston. He was
okay, but that was Indiana. Anyway,
I think he graduated from Connecticut. He moved. Burston moved from Indiana to Connecticut. I think, and then Burston was in Indiana, but he came. It's to follow the history of the movement.
It goes back to Brody because the department chair. Did you ever notice on the Downs analysis there are two names at the bottom that got erased lately?
Ridley,
Adams and Voorhees at the bottom.
Okay.
Adams was J. Windy Adams was the department chairman at
Indiana,
and he was the guy that produced Burstone and all the people from Indiana. They were Brody's graduates.
He speaks about Lindquist.
Yeah.
Lindquist, and another name he gave me. He says that Joe Lindquist will come there also for the convention. Yeah. And another name he gave me, another name, I forgot the other name. I'm going to.
Well, they all outdid the department chairman. The department chairman's middle name was W. We called him Windy, J. Windy Adams, because he blah, 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 blah. But that was the department.
At Indiana.
At Indiana he was one of Brody's.
How far is Indiana from Chicago?
Close.
2 hours?
An hour flight, hour and a half flight. Yeah, that was. These are all these local. The Northwestern department chairman was Brody's Thompson, J.R. John R. Thompson. They were all Brody's graduates. So
we have Brody's here, and
but your memory is something, Professor Lieberman. Unbelievable.
No, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, but I can't remember where I was last week.
No, you remember. You remember very well.
Remember very well. And
wow, your memory.
We really thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. And
I just told Atalia, it just came in the mail. It's the most scientific orthodontic meeting that I've heard about since I graduated.
What, the ABO?
It's a college of diplomats.
I belong to this, but maybe I have to retire.
Look at this program.
I have to retire to go.
No, I won't go. I won't go.
There.
I can't travel.
I got the email. I got it by email.
But that's an unbelievable meeting. My God.
They have great meetings, and also in the great places.
Yeah.
Can you believe that I'm an ABO as well?
But nowadays it's much easier.
Thank you very much. Really, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's see how we do it. Okay, how do I stop this?
Contribution.
Well.
For me, and you know.